next discussion as well. Now, Pakistan's military says it has foiled a major infiltration attempt by terrorists from Afghanistan, killing at least 33 of them in Balochistan's Zhob district. The army claims the fighters belong to what it calls Indian-sponsored Fitna al-Khawarij, a term it uses for the banned Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan. India, on the other hand, has always denied such accusations and have provided evidences against such comments. The military says troops detected the group overnight and engaged them in what it described as a precise and bold operation. A large cache of weapons and explosives was recovered, and a sanitization operation is underway. Islamabad has long accused Kabul of allowing TTP terrorists to launch attacks inside of Pakistan before retreating across the border, charges Afghanistan denies. Now we go back to our guest discussion with Mark Sutherland. He's a geopolitical analyst, joins us live from London. Thank you, Mark, for staying with us. Now, given Pakistan's claim that these terrorists were Indian-sponsored, and then earlier claims this year made by India that Pahalgam attack was Pakistan-sponsored, how do you assess the potential geopolitical implications of these tit-and-tat accusations between India and Pakistan?
Well, that region of Balochistan, the reason why this is happening is that from the Taliban, the name that you gave them, derivative within that area, would like to see a separate entity within Pakistan. And of course, as the Taliban then came back in full force in 2021, this has impacted that area. I mean, I understand if we go through various reports that in April this year, there was another 48 militants that the Pakistan government then took out. There, as you pointed out, there's a lot of accusations. They will then accuse the Indian government. They will then go back to the Afghanistan and just say, you know, they accuse them of doing this. Again, it's a lot of historic movement there, Asuma, as well, and that we need to see peace in that area. It's a very, I believe, very mountainous area. It's not easy, but we need to see that. But it's about then the resistant movement turning around and saying we want our own separate state, which is a word that we very sadly hear, and sometimes for good reasons why we hear in other areas of our world. Asuma.
Thank you very much, Mark Sutherland, for joining us as always and sharing your insight all the way from London. Now we move on to North America. A fast-moving wildfire is tearing through thousands of acres north of Los Angeles, named the Canyon Fire. It ignited on Thursday and has already burned over 4,800 acres with zero containment. Hot, dry winds and extreme heat are fueling the blaze. Nearly 3,000 residents have been evacuated. The fire comes as the West faces multiple out-of-control fires, including California's largest this year, the Gifford Fire. Officials warn conditions could worsen through the weekend. Well, that's all we have time for. We will continue to bring more news